Bienvenidos and welcome to our special honoring Hispanic heritage. I'm Nicole Buddie.
And I'm Victoria Buddie. Each year from September 15th to October 15th, we recognize Hispanic Heritage Month. It's a time to celebrate our culture and traditions us Latinos cherish across the U.S.
From the food to dancing and family traditions, Hispanic heritage is alive and growing here in Western Massachusetts. Today, we're highlighting what makes our culture unique in our own backyard.
Right turn, let's go. And 5, 6, 7, and tap.
Delicioso. Refrescante.
Sideways.
Oh,
there you go.
That's us diving into the Latino gems across Western Massachusetts. Our first stop, salsa and bachata in Holyoke.
5, 6, 7, left turn. 1, 2, 3, and tap.
And although it wasn't our first time dancing bachata and salsa, Latinos know it's typical to get in the groove at family parties, but we needed some polishing from a local pro. We left the teaching to Roche, owner of Roche's Latin Dance. Through his Puerto Rican roots, he's able to share his passion for movement. He started us off with some salsa.
6, 7, and 1, 2, 3. There you go. 5, 6, 7, and 1. And always keep the arms up, right? We never want to have our arms down.
Then we took the leap to bachata, this style always making an appearance at Dominican and Puerto Rican get-togethers.
Go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7. Good. You're never really flat-footed. If you're on the ball, it's a little bit lighter. That's probably why things look slighter as well.
Roche teaches weekly classes across the city of Springfield. The family business encourages people of all backgrounds to take time to do what they love or find confidence through dance.
It's when I became an instructor myself and really dedicated myself, stayed consistent and grew, that just the confidence came, and not like I could go anywhere and dance and I don't feel shy at all. I used to be scared about learning something and looking like a fool, but now that's not even a big thing. What I would suggest is just people, if you try it out, don't be discouraged so easily. But as long as you're consistent, I've seen it time and time again. People always ask me, how long will it take? Will I really learn how to dance? The answer is yes.
Our bachata and salsa still need some work, but it was time to take a seat for a traditional game.
And that's it.
Dominoes, popular in Puerto Rico and the Dominican Republic.
I tell you, they take it very, very serious in Puerto Rico.
It's all fun and games until it's time to play. Domino, a distraction from the digital world, making time for family and friends.
Once you start the game, you shake them and you leave 4. There's 4 players, so you take one, that person takes one, you take one.
Putting it here,
No, it's just to see who starts. The highest chip. So now the game starts, so it's his turn. All you have to do is take 7.
I take any 7.
Any 7. You put them here.
Vicente Torres, captain of the Calle Social Club in Holyoke, has made dominoes a lifestyle, traveling the country to compete with his team against others to places like Connecticut and New York. Now it's his turn to show us, a game we used to play with our Dominican grandma when she was around. So he drew a domino with 2 4s.
Because it's the same number, it always goes sideways.
Okay.
The way to follow it, you got to have a 4.
Can I make a 4?
No.
Do not have a 4.
Then you have to take one.
Okay.
A 4?
No.
No. Take one.
Another one.
There you go. Match it.
Oh, match it.
Like this. 4 with the 4. Now you gotta have a 4 or a 1. So on and so far.
Okay.
Until you finish all your chips.
Nicole and I were rusty, but soon to be pros.
Oh, okay.
1 winner. See that?
No!
And now,
Who's the winner?
me with the 6. Now, we count all those points, and that'll be our score.
Okay.
Until you reach 200 points.
Okay. So you won if you guys were partners.
Partners.
You would both get the points.
Yeah, see how we counted all the points that are left over? The first one who finished his chips is the winner.
Okay.
And that's why you try to make the other person pass, because I want to finish mine before yours.
And now it was time for a snack, or a meal you could say.
Nosotros somos bien comelones. Nosotros nos gusta la comida criolla.
We second that. So much can be learned by just sitting down and eating with someone or sharing a recipe.
Esto lo construimos con mi esposo. Mi esposo y yo comenzamos desde jovencitos en Puerto Rico.
Waleska Colon owns a must-visit Puerto Rican restaurant in Springfield, El Sazón Criollo, founded in 2021. Her business started at home making lunch for locals. Long hours and a love for cooking led to her very own space with her late husband.
Si vienen deprisa, pues pueden conseguir el menú variado disponible, que son los arroces. Tenemos arroz, tenemos habichuela, tenemos pollo guisado, diferentes tipos de carne, tenemos sopa.
This hidden gem in Springfield has all the flavors you can find in Puerto Rico.
Y es muy interesante porque tienen como la comida tradicional, pero también tienen la comida americana. ¿Por qué quieres combinar los dos?
Cuando yo compré esto era pizzería. So, yo dije, pues, ¿por qué no implementar también la comida boricua de nosotros?
Her most traditional dish,
El platito de arroz con gandules,
Entonces,
pernil
uno
y
puede-
majado de malanga.
a plate with rice mixed with pigeon peas, pork on the side, and a pureed dish made from boiled and mashed malanga root. Malanga, a vegetable similar to potato.
Y uno puede comer esto para almuerzo.
Sí, como tú
cenar.
quieras. Hay personas que vienen aquí a las 7, 8 de la mañana con hambre y se hartan un plato de arroz. No importa la hora, lo que necesitas es el hambre.
But with every meal, of course, there's a drink to go with it. Here, it's the limonada de la casa, also known as house lemonade.
Solo hago con juguito de parcha y le echamos otro juguito que es un secreto. Y queda muy buena la limonada, muy refrescante.
Behind every good recipe, there is something to be shared.
Yo no sé inglés y yo he logrado muchas cosas sin saber inglés.
Waleska moved to Springfield from Puerto Rico just 8 years ago.
Aquí hay más oportunidades, aquí el que quiere puede hacerlo. Aquí no hay limitaciones.
Her recipes leaving an impact on so many, including us.
Qué rico.
And whether it's dancing, dominoes, or food, it's the people behind the service who bring so much joy to this region.
La vida hay que luchar para seguir adelante.
Working for you, Nicole, Buddie, and Victoria, Buddie, 22 News.
One of the most widely known celebrations in Hispanic culture is Dia de los Muertos, also known as Day of the Dead. This holiday, celebrated for centuries worldwide, and the city of San Juan is aiming to become the beacon of it. Marco Ramirez reports.
We want to reemphasize this. We're not celebrating death, we're honoring the dead.
Dia de los Muertos, or also known as Day of the Dead, has been celebrated for centuries, dating back long before the conquistadores came to Mexico. After the Spaniards colonized in the 16th century, they combined their Christian celebrations with the indigenous cultures already in place, and it grew into the vibrant and colorful festivity known today. The epicenter of that colorful tradition is the ofrenda that honors those who have died. Father Jorge Gomez with the Basilica of San Juan says the ofrenda is a place for families to memorialize their loved ones in different ways. They often adorn it with their loved one's favorite food, beverages, and special items. And the Basilica will provide that space for people across South Texas.
We're going to have a big ofrenda here at the Basilica. So if you can bring pictures and a blanket so you can put your pictures, and any way you want to decorate it with flowers. Sometimes they bring pan dulce and the food they used to like, or their favorite musical instrument, so you name it.
While remembering those who have died can be a somber and difficult moment, Father Gomez says honoring the dead can also bring peace in a time of need.
As long as we remember them, we pray for them. And then when we pray for the dead, we are at the same time asking them for those who are in heaven to pray for us, and we help each other with our prayers.
The ofrenda at the Basilica is just one part of a bigger celebration during Dia de los Muertos. The downtown San Juan Cultural Arts District has spearheaded an annual festival to keep that rich tradition and cultural staple. With many activities planned, including La Catrina face paintings, costumes, and music, festival organizers want the community to embrace the colorful culture of honoring the dead with a unique twist of old and new traditions.
We're proud to announce that the route for the 5K will consist of running through the stations of the Basilica as well. So we'll include a route that will go there.
We just want to keep the tradition going. It's something big, you know, in the Mexican culture. It's something nice that, you know, all families come out and celebrate during this day.
While this is only the second year the festival will be held in San Juan, the mission is to carry on the traditions and celebrate life for years to come.
Culture is the way we express who we are. So having this rooted in our hearts and in our lives, we can teach the next generation the importance of praying for those who have died, praying for those who are still alive.
Reporting in San Juan, I'm Marco Ramirez.
For the Hispanic community, soccer or football is more than a sport. It represents identity, pride, and a connection to one's roots. Still ahead, we're taking a closer look at how next year's World Cup is bringing communities together. You're watching Honoring Hispanic Heritage. The World Cup is a major cultural event, especially for Hispanic communities. It brings people together to celebrate their favorite teams and share their passion for the sport. Malik Jackson introduces us to some of the most influential football voices in Kansas City.
When it comes to soccer in Kansas City, there's no question where it started. We've got the receipts. Back in the 1950s and 60s, it was Los Latinos who brought the beautiful game to the city of fountains, planting the seeds of a passion that's now about to take over the world stage right here in our backyard.
It's been such an important part of the fabric and the growth of the Hispanic community. Now that we get to see the World Cup, up close and personal here coming up in 2026, I think it's a dream come true.
Dr. Diego Gutierrez is an associate professor at Rockhurst University, director of their sports management program, and a former MLS player and GM. He's now a key consultant for Major League Soccer and spent last World Cup working closely with the United States Men's Soccer Federation. Safe to say he knows the roots of soccer in Kansas City and the weight of what's coming.
To see World Cup games here is going to be a dream come true.
Is it a full circle moment?
I think so. I think it is for me, as it is for many Hispanics around the city who have put a tremendous amount of work, whether that is establishing the infrastructure or coaching or simply parenting.
All things soccer, kids, health and wellness.
Nick Garcia, former Wizards star defender, MLS Cup winner, and U.S. men's national team player, understands the gravity of this moment. But more importantly, he's focused not on how we got here, but on how this moment could reshape soccer in Kansas City for years to come.
There is no other Midwestern town, city, soccer mecca that is going to host like Kansas City will. The soccer impact is going to be phenomenal, special, unique, defining, culturally awesome.
And to the fans who carry the torch so we could become the soccer capital that we've become, it's emotional to say the least. Hector Solario, the creator of La Barra, a support group for the Wizards team in 2000 that struggled to get more than 10,000 fans in a 70,000-seat stadium. But Solario and his crew were always there, keeping soccer, even at its low points, alive and well here in Kansas City.
For me, for the Latinos, and special people love soccer, it's something phenomenal. It's to go to the next level. I feel happy, brother, I feel happy, and I'm waiting this moment to...
Does it make you want to cry?
Yes, bro, yes!
To say Kansas City is ready, well, that's an understatement. The very fabric and communities that made soccer what it is here, they're not just ready, they're eager. They wish the World Cup would come tomorrow. But for now, they wait in excited anticipation.
Nothing can be better than that. It creates economic activity, it creates community. I think it's going to be a wonderful opportunity for Kansas City.
In Kansas City, I'm Malik Jackson, Fox 4, working for you.
Chris Gutierrez is making a name for himself inside the cage, and this UFC fighter says his determination came from his hardworking immigrant parents. Janelle Padilla spoke with El Guapo about what motivates him.
I found a place that I felt like home, and I never quit.
That place for UFC's Chris Gutierrez is in the cage.
I wanted to be like Bruce Lee, I just wanted to, he was a smaller guy that knew how to kick butt.
Born to a Guatemalan mother and Colombian father and raised in Texas, he was left alone a lot while his parents worked.
My dad worked, factory jobs. He worked 12, 14-hour shifts and worked a lot of overnights. And my mom was cutting hair, also working overnights, but also selling food. So when she was coming back from one job, she was going to the next. And my dad was coming home, barely sleeping, going to the next.
A daily struggle he did not want for himself.
I saw how hard it was, and I was like, all right, there's got to be a different way. And there is a different way.
He says he and his brothers were left home a lot with not a lot of guidance.
I could have went to jail. I could have went on a bad path, and for a while I was heading towards that.
All out, let's go. Push.
But he pivoted.
I don't want the sacrifices that they did to come here to be wasted.
And as a young teen, started training in mixed martial arts.
I don't think I even wanted to be a fighter. I think I just wanted to learn self-defense.
He was relentless and dedicated, debuting with UFC in 2019.
In fighting, is the moment you're thinking about something, you're probably getting hit. So you gotta adapt on the fly, and everything's gotta be instinctual.
Now approaching his 15th UFC fight on October 4th, he reflects on his 7th year as a UFC fighter, saying it's not easy, but that makes it worth it.
This is hard, but you get to choose your hard, right?
Hoping to inspire a younger generation to follow their dreams.
There's gonna be people that tell you, they try to steer you wrong. You know, go for it. You got this one life. You know, you're the author of your own book.
Hispanic heritage isn't just about honoring our roots, it's also about putting our own spin on American traditions. Up next, we'll show you the Mexican Thanksgiving meals that are becoming more popular each year. You're watching Honoring Hispanic Heritage. Hispanic heritage is not just about honoring the past, it's also about reshaping today's traditions. In the Rio Grande Valley and across the border in Mexico, families are putting their own spin on Thanksgiving. Jorge Vela has the story.
Tratamos de hacer lo que es el pavo. We make the traditional Thanksgiving turkey, but also at times we make pozole and green spaghetti.
Green spaghetti is just one Hispanic flavor added to Thanksgiving dinners throughout the valley. In Reynosa, people like Alma Reyes have even had to buy last-minute turkeys when stores in the valley sell out.
The stuffing that comes with the turkey is Mexican style, and while there's carne asada, you know, and the snacks, the family pitches in to bring those from Mexico.
And the celebration only grows.
We always try to take our vacation during those days so we can celebrate together, and we really have a great time. We play games, do raffles, play loteria, make carne asada, spaghetti, turkey, everything. Desserts, cakes, and the famous pumpkin pie.
Chef Nadia, a culinary arts professor at South Texas College, says this blending of cultures is rooted in history.
We have access to corn husk, tamales, masa. We are masa people. We love tortillas. That is why those traditions continue to carry and will continue to carry and morph into new things, is because of these traditions.
And now, a carne asada culture is even changing the way people cook their turkeys.
People are smoking turkeys now. We have a huge presence of carne asada community, barbecue community. So they're definitely playing around with our pecan woods, mesquite wood, and you're gonna see a lot more barbecued turkey. I think it plays a little bit better. And then another item that is so iconic is the pan de elote. It's not cornbread, it is a sweet pan de elote.
Social media is also spreading these traditions beyond the border.
The theme there is coming together and reunite. That is our ritual. That is the food. The food is the delicious part, right? But the coming together, I think, is something that we will continue to get back to, and I think is now taking priority in any country, around any community.
The quinceañera is the start of a new journey for young Hispanic women, but it's not just about the cake and music. From ball gowns to changing of shoes, we explain what these traditions mean. You're watching Honoring Hispanic Heritage. A celebration filled with dancing and traditions. Behind the glitz and glam, a quinceañera carries deep cultural roots. Alexia Serrata shows us what this experience looks like for Hispanic families.
The word quinceañera, meaning 15-year-old girl in Spanish, is more than just a birthday celebration. It symbolizes a young girl's transition from girlhood to womanhood. For many Hispanic families, it's a time to gather those closest to you and show respect for culture, faith, and growth. Rooted in Latin American tradition, the quinceañera dates back to the 16th century, when ancient tribes held an initiation ceremony to celebrate the new era of a young girl and present them as prospective wives as well. Nowadays, a quinceañera celebration is easily adapted to fit any girl's lifestyle and personality. The celebration typically includes a mix of religious ceremony, a festive party with performances, and many symbolic moments. Some traditions incorporated into the event include a father-daughter dance, changing from a sneaker to a heel, and the presentation of the last doll. Quinceañera coordinator Vanessa Martinez says this celebration requires a team effort.
You need at least 8 to 10 vendors just to put it together, because not one vendor can do it all. And so the price point for a quinceañera that I've seen is in the thousands. That's why you want to plan 2 years in advance. And again, being Hispanic, being Latina, families want to get together. And if you give them time in advance, they will be able to pitch in, and they look forward to pitching in.
Preparations can take years. From booking the venue and vendors to finding the perfect dress, Cynthia Garza, mother of the future quinceañera, says she's already started planning her daughter's celebration, even though it's 2 years away.
I decided to start preparing ahead of time because times have changed, things are expensive, and I don't want to feel the stress of having to plan a party in such a short amount of time. I actually went to the venue and I was surprised that there's families that have already booked the venue for like 2027.
Garza says she grew up attending quinceañeras and even had one of her own. She shares that it's special to see the tradition being passed down as her daughter is now following in her footsteps. Suri Hernandez looks forward to celebrating her own special day.
I wanted a quinceañera because my mom had one and it just inspired me to want to have one. I like that you get to have fun and enjoy that moment with your family and friends.
With dazzling dresses, emotional traditions, and years of planning, a quinceañera is a day when families of Hispanic heritage come together to celebrate a milestone and bring a dream to life. Reporting in Harlingen, I'm Alexia Serrata.
Thank you for joining us today for our special honoring Hispanic heritage. If you missed any of today's stories, you can find them on our website, wwlp.com, and the 22 News mobile app. Have a great day.